What's up? This is my review of Alex Garland's Civil War. Alex Garland, he is a British writer, director, and author who rose into prominence in 1996 for his novel The Beach, which was published when he was only 26 years old. If that's telling of anything, this guy has really caused a wave in Hollywood ever since he stepped foot. His directorial debut, Ex Machina, still holds as like a staple in the modern film discourse. And here we are with Civil War, which is A24's highest budget movie at $50 million. And I just am confused by this one. Who was this movie made for? It's not that this movie is bad. There's a lot of great filmmaking and a lot of heavy tension, which I'll get into a little bit more, but there is almost no conversation to be had, and it takes itself so serious. It's set in this near future America where our president, played by Nick Offerman, is in his third term, but the POV is with Kirsten Dunst's character, who is a photojournalist and has a team alongside her, and Cailee Spaney joins this team as the young, excited photojournalist that wants to get in the middle of the action. One thing this movie excels at so much is its sound mixing. I saw this in IMAX, and every single gunshot in this movie made me jolt. It was a pretty anxious experience, don't get me wrong, but it was definitely immersive. And for this movie being so different from the rest of Garland's filmography, it very much is one of his movies. I love the shots that are in this rainbow-like hologram that is seen through Kirsten Dunst's photo lens. And this is a pretty intense movie. Few sequences that just build up one after the other. And we don't really know how these characters are gonna make it out. One in particular with Jesse Plemons, and this scene rules. And Kirsten Dunst is always awesome to watch. I enjoyed her as this stone cold photojournalist who has seen everything, and she's just getting in the middle of these gunfights with her camera. And then there's also Cailee Spaney, which, you know, I want to love every performance this woman does, don't get me wrong, but oh my god, the decisions this character makes are so stupid. Like, whoa, brain-numbingly bad. And all that I mentioned, this being an intense movie, it could make for something pretty great, but I think what's holding this movie back is just how serious this all is, and really that there's no conversation to be had after this movie. It's a load of nonsense. Sure, there could be something said about how divided Americans are at this point, and how a big handful of our society will result in violence if it was necessary like this, but I'm really reaching here. This movie is really dumb. Like, we don't really know how this war exactly broke out and why these parts of America are divided as they are. Like, if Call of Duty ever had a movie adaptation, this would be the one. This movie's not gonna upset some highly patriotic person, and if it did, I would ask why. Like, there's really nothing about it that is all that provocative here. Still, Alex is a great filmmaker, and if the rumors are true that this may be his last time directing a movie for the foreseeable future, I am gonna miss that because he does have a vision that is hard to replicate. I know they tried with 28 Weeks Later, but that obviously didn't really end up that well. I appreciate the tension on this movie. It's almost like Zombieland in how it's like a road trip, but instead of zombies, it's like these extremists who are so mad about America in one way or another that I still don't really know why. I appreciated the high budget efforts that was on display. Overall though, I walked away from this movie pretty neutral. I would give Civil War a 6.4. It is released by A24 and it is playing in theaters everywhere now.